YouTube, what's going on, man? We back at it again. I hope y'all having a fantastic day, my ladies. Especially hope y'all having a good night. We got another wild video tonight. This is gonna be a little bit long. Get easy. So make sure you grab your snacks, grab your popcorn, grab your bev, go to the bathroom. Get right if you gotta get it right. Feel me? And let's tap in because the playing tonight and the Warriors is playing, so we definitely got to tap into that.
Get me! Oh, I'm inside, help me! Where do you need help? Let's go,
Happy Friday. Shout out to everybody that had to clock in today, man. Welcome to the weekend.
What happened? You need hospital. Where is the person with the gun?
I don't know, he took off in a blue Chrysler 300. No! Where's McGeezy? My homie's laying on the ground on 27th and 3rd right now. We're rushing to the hospital. I'm gushing blood.
No, you don't rush to the hospital. Wait for him to arrive.
We're already in the car.
Who had the gun?
No, it's a Nusi band.
What is your name?
My name's Caleb Reno. Hey, we got some shots.
Was there only one person with a gun?
There's two. What's Brandon's last name? Brandon Overstreet.
I need an ambulance and a police officer. Somebody has been shot in the head. What is his name? Paris. Go inside, honey. I can't leave. He is an unresponsive. Paris. Come on, buddy. No. Huh? All right. He's not breathing.
Do you know how to do CPR, ma'am?
People that did this gone?
Yes, they took off that way.
Okay, keep doing CPR. You're doing good.
Come on, Paris. Wake up, buddy.
What's his name?
Paris Allen.
It's going to be Paris Allen is the victim. He's currently unconscious doing CPR.
Come on, Paris. Wake up, buddy.
Ma'am, is there a squad with you?
There is.
Okay, I'll let you go then. Thank you.
All right, I'll have you move over to the side. I'm going to start CPR. Unless you're CPR trained. You are? You feel comfortable continuing? All right, continue if you want to. Do a little deeper compressions, please.
My parents.
Niggas called a hat a Chrysler 300.
My parents. Come on, Paris, buddy. Don't go out on me like this yet, bud. Paris, come on, bud.
46 to a 20, 1072, most likely. She's CPR certified, so I'm just gonna let her keep going. They saw a car taking off that way.
Mom's right there.
Family?
Are you not CPR certified?
Do we have any other witnesses we gotta talk to?
You can't swap out with there?
We need to see if there's shell casings. Fire's saying they heard there's 2 victims. Who else do we need to talk to? Just this guy. All right, man. I know this is hard, man. You gotta tell me what you know, okay?
Does he know where the shooting?
You gotta talk to me.
It was right there.
Where was the car?
Did they shoot out of the vehicle? Yeah, they shot out the car.
Did they shoot from the driver's side?
Definitely the driver.
Can you tell me what the driver looked like?
Black male. He had like a t-shirt on, I think.
What color?
I don't know.
Can you go over there, Dan? There's shell casings and just stand by it. What was he?
2 black males.
So did the front passenger shoot?
The driver shot.
Okay.
I seen the gun point out the car.
So there was only 2 black males. That's
Yes.
it. Have you ever seen these guys before?
Yes, I think it's Brandon and Sanusi.
So which house were you staying in here?
Off the rip, so off the rip, we got names. That's the shit, bro. If you're not tied to the streets, bro, niggas snitching, bro.
So there was only 2 black males. That's it. Have you ever seen these guys before?
Yes, I think it's Brandon and Sanusi.
So which house were you staying in here?
His house.
Whose house?
Paris.
At Paris's house?
No,
How did Paris get here?
I don't even know.
So you were with Paris when this happened?
Yes.
Why were you guys walking up here? Did you know they were coming here?
They had beef and
They had beef?
It was like walking up, like saying what's up, and he just started shooting.
So you said that you knew they were coming here. How did you guys know? How were you communicating with them?
Our friend told him that they were spinning the block.
A friend? Who was that?
Jackson.
Jackson Morales?
Notably, the officer appears to know Jackson's last name without this suspect mentioning it. This is almost certainly due to Jackson's criminal reputation. At 20 years old, he has convictions for second-degree aiding and abetting burglary, disorderly conduct, first-degree aggravated robbery, and threats of violence.
How did he tell you that?
He was on his phone. He was here too.
He was here. Did he see anything?
Yeah, we were all here.
Where did Jackson go?
They spun off.
Jackson was in a vehicle?
Yeah, they took off.
So he was in a different vehicle, not with those guys. So when Jackson told you that they were coming...
I ain't gonna lie, bro, and RIP to Paris, but getting a warning that niggas is spinning the block and still dying is absolutely...
You're gonna try to fight these dudes, or what was the intent of you guys coming down here?
No, we was walking down
that's
and
ridiculous.
saying what's up, and
That's some like niggas warning you before they spin the block on GTA, and then y'all get y'all hiding spots, and then bang it out on the block. Like, I
knowing you have beef.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see the handgun?
Yeah, definitely seen that.
What color was it?
It was gray.
Are you good being here, dude?
As soon as niggas was on the phone, like Riley from the Boondocks, when Gangstalicious dropped his gun, he was like, niggas coming. Like, I would have been gone, son. Like, no. That's the worst situation to be in, bro. You got no blick.
You got a good look at the vehicle, right, McGeezy?
Yeah.
What is it?
Well,
Do you know the make?
no, I have no clue.
Have you seen that vehicle before?
Yeah, a lot of times. Yeah.
A lot of times. How do you know that vehicle?
Brandon and Sanusi.
You've seen those two in it before?
Yeah.
At this time, officers are unaware that the driver of the suspect vehicle, Sanusi Tamsir Bangura, enters a nearby convenience store just 27 minutes after the shooting, still at large. Just a couple minutes later, he leaves the store. Notably, he appears to be holding his cell phone, which will later turn out to be a key piece of evidence.
How do you know Brandon and Sanusi?
I'm not really acquainted with them.
Would you consider them friends?
No.
Those are the guys you got beef with? Is the beef with you or with Paris?
No.
Is this Jackson?
Yeah.
Jackson Morales. He's been known to be in a black PC. Was he in a black Acura?
Yeah.
Was he driving it?
Yeah, he's right.
Was it Caleb that also got shot? There's somebody else that got shot at the hospital.
At this moment, officers move to arrest Jackson Morales. Jackson is currently at the hospital, having just transported Caleb Reinald Nemec, who has sustained a gunshot wound. Caleb was shot during the incident and was one of the individuals who called 911 from the beginning of the video. Although he is not one of the shooters, Jackson's involvement in this criminal nexus makes him an immediate person of interest, leading to his detainment pending investigation. Jackson and Caleb drove to the hospital with the final witness and victim, Ojima OG Curry. Unbeknownst to officers, OG drove away from the hospital with the black Acura, his whereabouts unknown at the time. So far, officers have a general idea of what happened, but are not yet aware footage of the incident exists, footage that will later be presented during multiple jury trials.
Why am I being detained?
We're going to explain it.
Just listen, we have at least one, maybe two people that were shot, okay?
You are being detained so we can make sure you don't have a weapon on you.
I know,
okay?
but can you quit holding me like that though? You scaring me, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
And then we'll take the handcuffs off and we'll have a conversation, all right? You know why you're being detained.
I'm the one who brought that shot to the hospital, bro. What the f? That's my brother, bro.
Hey, come
here. F up, gang.
Okay, I need you to just calm down.
No, y'all acting like I'm the criminal here, bro. My brother just got shot.
You know how dumb of a nigga you gotta be to walk around calling the police gang and shit, bro? Like, think about, like, as a normal human being, as a normal, like, rational human being. Think about walking up. The police got you in cuffs. And you talking about, man, you got me fucked up, gang? Nigga, that's not who you...
Bro?
Yeah, save them all, man.
Look, I'm listening. I get that, but you don't need to come up and be rough with me, bro. I'm just here trying to save my homie's life, dog.
We don't know you. We don't know your involvement, and we don't know if you have a weapon on you. Okay. We're trying to keep everybody safe in here, okay?
All right.
So
like this thing right here.
My knife, right. My knife. Yeah, right. That's all.
I think you know as well as I do. People that carry these bags sometimes have guns in them.
I get that, but that's kind of stereotypical and racist, too.
It has nothing to do with color.
That's a purse, bro.
Would you stop yelling at me, please?
Would you stop yelling to me, please? My homie just got shot, bro.
Exactly, and that's exactly why we make these assumptions.
Right, because I shot my own homie,
You
right.
just came from a shooting. I told you there may be one or two people that have been shot.
Yeah, I know. My other homie's dead too, bro. On the road in Lincoln Park, bro.
Okay, all right. Do you have a spot we can go to talk to him?
My homie just got killed in front of my face, bro. Sorry, bro.
To recap the narrative, two suspects, Brandon and Sanusi, are accused of firing at a group of 5 individuals: Jackson, McGeezy, Paris, Caleb, and Ogima. Paris and Caleb were the only two struck by gunfire. Paris was struck in the head, and Caleb through his hips. Immediately after the shooting, Brandon and Sanusi fled. Then Jackson, Ogima, and Caleb jumped in a black Acura to get Caleb to the hospital. McGeezy stayed on the scene with Paris, who appears deceased. Currently, officers do not know suspects Sanusi and Brandon's whereabouts.
So it was you and Paris that walked out of this house here?
Yeah, it was me, Paris, my brother OG, and Caleb.
What's your brother's name?
Ogama.
Where's Ogama?
He's with Caleb.
Although McGeezy is right to think his brother Ogima, or OG, is at the hospital with Caleb, officers are not actually aware of OG's location. He appears to have taken Jackson's black Acura and left the hospital. They are only questioning McGeezy and Jackson at this time. Simultaneously, another drive-by shooting happens a little over a mile away from the original scene at Sanusi and Brandon's residence. Thankfully, nobody was injured in that second shooting. It won't take officers long to discover the shootings are related.
I'll tell you what went down. I'm not going to say names. Not going to do none of that. I'll tell you what kind of car it is. You can look for the car that did the shooting.
I ain't gonna lie. This is why putting on that fake gangster shit is just dead, bro. Niggas already got their names. They got the names of the shooters and everybody involved before this with you even took place. So all this hard shit that you doing right now, talking about I'm not gonna name names and I know who did it, but I'm not snitching and gang, get your hands up, like all that for what, nigga? They already know who did what. Like it's on video, bro. Like what what are we doing? Like all this for what? Like
I know how these streets work too. I'm not about to lose my life next.
And you know what? You probably know how the streets work way better than I do. I'm gonna be honest with you. What kind of car did you come in?
A black car.
What kind is it?
Why do that matter?
Well, I have it on the video anyways. I know it's a black car.
Okay,
is it an Acura?
So then you know what it is.
Is it an Acura?
I'm not going into detail. I don't need to, man.
Jackson is largely hesitant to give information to the police, but McGeezy is able to step up and help officers in their path to justice.
You were thinking they wanted to fight you
so
guys?
here's all the information you need,
You
officer.
guys want to fight?
Who hopped out?
The one on the left.
He got out of a passenger seat?
Yeah. We walked up slowly.
Now you notice how the nigga that's cooperating is not in cuffs? Hello?
And he got back in the car. It was like, what's up? You guys don't want to fight? And then...
So you guys were walking towards the car.
Yeah.
Were they both in the car at that point?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
He just started shooting the driver.
Where were you guys when he was shooting?
He was right in front of the white car.
So you were in the street?
Yeah, I was at the back of the group.
Where was Paris?
Yeah, I've got him on video.
How many times did the driver shoot?
Oh, like around 10.
Do you know what kind of gun it was?
It looks like a Glock. It's a gray black handgun.
Was he shooting at you at all?
No. He was pointing towards Caleb and Paris.
Did anyone from your group have a gun?
No.
Paris was shot. Did you stay with him?
When he pulled out the gun, I ducked. And then I looked back on the sidewalk and he was just there.
He was laying there? Did you render aid to him or anything?
I didn't know how to.
Yeah. You get shot in the head. Yeah.
Do you want justice for your buddies? Or
I want justice, bro. I want to die out here is what I want, bro. My homie been up here for 3 days from California.
Why would you give the police probable suspicion to think that if there's another shooting that you would be involved if you were... This is what I'm talking, like, niggas don't think. Like that, like, how... He's not even done with his sentence yet and I thought of that. How long do you have to think about what you have to say before you come to, like, damn, maybe I shouldn't say that? Like 2 seconds, maybe. Just take 2 seconds to think, bro.
California for vacation, bro. He dead, bro. He ain't even in the streets, none, bro.
I haven't been in your spot. I don't know the streets like you. I can also appreciate the fact that you haven't had a good relationship with police. There's a lot of people that haven't. But we are trying to help you out. We're trying to get justice for Caleb and your other buddy.
After officers reason with Jackson to give information, he shares his side of how the whole interaction began.
I'm looking for help. I understand.
We was at the little church in Lincoln Park, right? I met up with my ex real quick.
What Jackson just shared is later confirmed via security footage. However, the following parts appear to happen once his and his ex's vehicle go just out of sight and largely rely on his spoken statement.
And then Sanusi and Brandon in a blue Chrysler 300 pulled up on me. Brandon was in the passenger. Sanusi was driving. Talking shit, get out with a fanny pack on. And Brandon gets out the passenger seat, starts punching on my car and shit. I'm like, let's go down the block, we can fight. I was just trying to fight because my homies were down the block too. I'm not going to fight them one-on-one because they're not trying to get a one-on-one. They're trying to jump me.
Correct.
So they follow me down there and shit. And we get out the car, like, are we gonna fight, right? We ain't had no guns. We walk up, like, all right, let's box then, right? And then they're calling out the window, all right, you trying to box? I'm like, yeah, we're trying to box. You don't see us with no guns, right? We trying to box. Okay. And we get up to their car, and they're just talking shit. and sitting there. They don't come out the car. So my homie punched him through the open window because he wouldn't get out, and they was trying to talk about they was trying to fight. So they pulled off and just started blowing shots. We all ducked and shit, like got on the ground, jumped, ran, and then we looked back and my other homie had a bullet through his head.
Did you see the gun?
Well, no, I didn't see the gun.
Again, you might not.
I will respect niggas for trying to respect the box, though. Obviously, he's not gonna fight them 1-on-2 if his homie's down the block. I get that. Let's be realistic. He is a dumb nigga, but when it comes to the street shit, okay. Realistically, I ain't got no gun. These niggas following me. They 1-on-2. All right, let's throw their hands. At the very least, I bet come down the block. They don't know my homies down here. I bet what y'all trying to do. The pulling out the gun shit after the fact, that shit soft as fuck, bro. I can't get behind that shit. That shit soft as fuck.
There's want to be honest with me, but his honesty is what I really need in this. At any point, did you guys have any guns?
No, all I had on me was that knife y'all found. And I'm like, man, if y'all ain't trying to get out the car and box with y'all gonna follow me, I'll just pop your tiger.
Did either one of them ever try to get out of the vehicle? Kind of like
they both just sat there smiling and shit.
After questioning McGeezy and Jackson, officers made their way to Sanusi and Brandon's residence, where reports indicate a drive-by shooting unloaded bullets into nearby buildings. Thankfully, no one was injured in this apparent retaliatory act. Luckily, officers are able to make contact with Sanusi, the suspected shooter from the initial incident.
Where's your vehicle at, man?
It's parts. What do you mean?
The blue one? You had that cool car, right?
Anybody else in your house?
That cool car, yeah.
I came outside and my neighbors were talking about somebody drove past, cops was chasing them, whatever. Their house got hit. And they said they were trying to shoot at me or something.
So you say your car is parked in the back?
Yes, it's parked.
Okay. Just show us real quick.
Yeah. Okay.
Notably, Sanusi appears to be FaceTiming someone during his interaction with police. Officials do not yet know that the other suspect, Brandon, is on the other line. At this moment, Brandon is caught on surveillance video with peers at a Hollister store. Investigators will soon obtain this footage and question the peers to unravel the full story.
Niggas caught a hat in and went to Hollister? I don't even know what this says about the situation. How old are these niggas?
Going on, but nobody.
Downstairs neighbors, do you know if they're home?
I have no idea, but even if they were, they don't like cops and they wouldn't open the door. But I want
this doofy ass nigga gotta be like 17 though, right? 17 to 20 max.
We just on the sit in the squad car right now.
Am I in trouble or what's going on?
Sure, you're talking about train to win, nigga. Feel like some Play-Doh. Stop playing, nigga.
I know. Stop yelling that over the phone. I know.
You go by Sushi?
That's my name. It's easier to say than Sanusi.
You been home the whole time?
Yeah, we just went to Firestone to pick up his car. I went to go to Quick Trip and I went home because my neighbor was like, looks like somebody tried to drive-by shoot saying they were shooting at me.
Why do you think they would be shooting
I have no idea, but I think it's the same people that busted my front and back windshield. I filed a police report before. And they slashed my roommate's tire.
Is that recent?
We found it today.
Who are these people?
I honestly have no clue. I was told one of them goes by Black, but I don't know what the name that is. And it's like a black Acura, and I think I got the license plate actually. These are just all the cars that have been harassing me.
Can I take a picture?
Yeah, you can if you want to, yeah.
These ones have been harassing you?
Harassing me, yes. Like
what?
Chasing me.
It's a lot of niggas that's what I keep trying to tell niggas, bro. Niggas are very eager to talk to the police, bro. That's why that street shit is dead. All that hard shit for what, bro? Niggas are gonna talk anyways.
They'll like throw shit in my car while I'm driving. They're like, oh, what's it called? What's it called? What? Tailgate me? That black Acura. And that's the main person who's been talking to me.
What kind of car did you come in? Because I know it's a black car.
Okay,
is it an Acura?
You know what it is.
Who's this?
That is my roommate.
Oh,
he's at the mall.
How long have you been home?
Hey, why you drop low on your homie, nigga?
45 minutes.
You didn't hear anything?
Why the fuck, yo? Everybody in this shit dumb as fuck. Why the fuck would you drop low on your homie, bro? I would have been on the phone like, no, not. What? I'm at Quick Trip. Like, fuck, nigga. Why would you tell the police your homie at the mall, bro? What the fuck are we doing, bro?
No.
Oh, what the
This is not a situation joke.
Next, officers spoke to Caleb. He sustained a bullet wound during the interaction.
Gonna be blunt with you. Paris is deceased. Just save your time. I'm not gonna say no more. We're just trying to get the truth of what happened here. What I know is Jackson has been getting harassed by a couple of males. It's going on for years.
Yeah.
If I say something, then it gets out. That's my life.
How come?
It's how it is in the hood.
If somebody lost a son today,
Where the fuck is the Duluth, nigga? What the fuck? That's how it is in Duluth, nigga.
Stand up for yourself. Stick up for your buddy that can't stick up for himself.
Where the fuck is this? Wyoming, nigga?
I'm not gonna play that guilt trip.
It's not a guilt trip.
I know what I gotta do, dog.
Investigators brought Sanusi in for a deeper questioning. Meanwhile, officials worked to try and locate the passenger suspect, Brandon, who was last known to be traveling with peers at a nearby mall.
I'm not stupid. You want to back up and start over again, please? With the truth. I know there's beef.
But I don't think I wouldn't consider it beef, because for something to be beef, you would have to like try and fight me.
That was going to happen today.
That was going to happen today?
Yeah.
Well,
it has to do with girls.
It has to do with girls. It has to do with girls?
Come on, man.
That's what the this is about? It has to do with girls.
What do you think it's about?
I have no clue.
Court transcripts and charges in a separate case reveal the apparent reasoning behind Jackson and his group's desire to fight Sanusi. Court documents reveal allegations that Sanusi coerced an underage girl to send him inappropriate images using Snapchat, with threats to send those images to her parents if she didn't come to his residence. This abuse allegedly lasted for several months. Eventually, he filmed sexual acts and posted them online, creating the beef between Jackson's group and Sanusi. This is part of the information that officers are aware of in this moment. While there are charges for one individual victim regarding these acts, court transcripts indicate Sanusi may have been repeating this behavior with multiple girls.
Oh, no, lock this nigga up. How did they have this information if he's not locked up? What? No. They gotta charge him on that shit too, right? Oh, no. Ew, no. Don't let him get away with that shit.
And I was like, where's the proof of that? Didn't show me
lock
proof.
that nigga up for life.
I was like, nah, I can go about my life regularly. And then
that's
like,
gotta be related, because that's what started the initial beef, so that's gotta be related. He gotta be brought up on the charges, bro.
I was like, well, I'm right here. If you want to fight me, you might as well fight me.
Is this Caleb?
No.
Who's it?
This is Black.
What's Black look like?
Like a bug. It's the dude that walked past.
Investigators are also questioning Jackson or Black simultaneously.
You're not in custody.
I'm willing to talk to you, but I'm gonna watch what I say, because I'm not trying to be the next one with a bullet through my face like my homie.
What's this beef about?
You know, my brother's sister. So I screenshot it all.
What?
What's this beef about?
You know, my brother's sister. So I screenshot it all, exposed them.
Oh, okay. And he didn't like that.
Ever since.
There's been a lot of shit with you over the last couple years with that stuff.
Mm-hmm. I worked on that case, and I'll be honest, it's sad for me to sit across the table from people and have to hear disappointment in how the system's working. I didn't get in this job to not help. That's why I'm here, is I'm trying to help.
Were you in a car today?
Yes.
Who was in the car with you?
Brandon was. Brandon's tire got slashed or popped yesterday or today. We took his tire up to fires. Besides that, I went to Quick Trip because I needed gas. And after that, I went back home.
You said he's your roommate?
Yeah.
You guys are living together? Is he there right now?
Last I talked to him, he was at the mall.
So when you start lying to me is when I don't want to ask you any more questions. I want to know what the hell happened today.
Bro, I don't
how there's people at the hospital.
I seen on your Facebook page a shooting in Lincoln Park, 2500 block. That's how I know about it.
What if your car was there?
Well, there's multiple cars that look like mine, but
now your license plate. Is there going to be anything in your car that I'm going to find that's going to make me think that shouldn't be?
I say shouldn't be because
I hate that answer.
A lot of people are in my car all the time, so.
A lot of people are in your car.
Do you know who shot at the house, man?
The neighbor said it was a black car that zoomed past and was shooting shots. So it had to be an Acura.
Why would it have to be an Acura?
Because that's the same car that I seen around like weeks or whatever.
Who drives that?
Black, yeah, it would have to be him.
So you think that it was Black
I think so, yes.
in an Acura,
In an Acura.
that shot at your house today?
I believe so.
What would compel him to do that in broad daylight
Me calling him
in the middle of a Wednesday?
Me calling him, I guess.
When you get to the hospital, you said your buddy took off. Who was that?
It was OG.
So did he come with you, or did he drive? You drove to the hospital, you said.
Mm-hmm.
And then you stay with Caleb? Okay. And then OG takes off.
Yeah.
We know a whole lot more than you think we know.
This
We want
shit
your
is
side of
insane.
why that happened.
Bro, I don't know.
And then the ones who wanted to fight too, they pulled up on me, followed me, talking about they wanted to fight.
Right.
And they're gonna go and shoot.
Over something that is kind of small in the grand scheme of things?
Can I just cut to the chase?
Yeah,
No, not small in the grand scheme of things, bro. They raped his little sister. No, this isn't small in the grand scheme of things. This has everything. This is OD, nigga. Like, what?
I think you pulled up with Brandon in the car you dread. I think some words are exchanged. Fight does not happen, and Caleb ends up punching Brandon in the face.
Punch Brandon in the face?
Yep. And then as you pull away, Brandon jumps off
a
and shuts. What you don't know is he hit a few people, and he may have killed somebody. Possible murder. I think someone we both know gets into a black Acura and goes and shoots up your house in retaliation.
That's some crazy.
And someone might be dead.
Damn.
Unfortunately, someone got killed. Okay.
Got killed? For sure, someone got killed.
Someone got killed.
Paris, how do you know him? You just friends or?
Well, he been friends with Caleb since they was like young, and he just moved back. It's sad, bro. Like he ain't even in the streets. Paris is a good ass little kid, bro, and he just got back from California from his job. He's up here for vacation for a month, been up here for like 3 days.
Okay.
We have 5 people,
That's fucking
2 of which
sad.
got shot.
Yo.
3.
Every like 2 minutes, this story gets worse and sadder, bro. This is just unbearable.
3 of them put you and your vehicle there, as well as Brandon. Why would they make that up? And then why would your house get...
This pedophile, weird, pudgy ass nigga got in a car, followed this nigga, said he wanted to fight, backed up, and then head tapped the nigga that had nothing to do with the streets. And then immediately got to snitching when the police came. I would never, if I like, ew, nigga, like, what?
Shot up 10 minutes
What
after.
do you even say?
That's not the truth? That's what you're telling us?
So I'm telling you, it's not the truth. These are the same people that busted my windshield.
Why'd you call Brandon?
He's my roommate. Somebody shot at the house.
Did you call the police?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't with the police.
There's 2 different cameras in that neighborhood that captured the shooting. So if it puts your car there, what are we going to do about that? Cameras don't lie, right?
No, don't.
I'm not going to be talking to you tomorrow after I watch the video and saying, Sanusi, what the hell?
No.
My word, honest to God, on my mother's grave, no one had a gun. I'm sure there's at least one camera on that block that picks something up, and you'll see none of us shot. We all walked up with our hands up trying to fight.
So kind of like a drive-by.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah, especially outside of daycare, dog.
Yeah.
Like, we was really trying to fight their asses.
Officers obtained several angles of the shooting, including smartphone footage captured by Caleb as the group approaches. Soon after Jackson pulls over to rally his peers, Sanusi and Brandon park some yards behind, and the footage begins.
What's to it, boy? On my mama, what's to it, boy? What's the word? What y'all trying to do? Y'all trying to box or what? We trying to box. Come on. Come on. Come on. You want to fight? Come on. We trying to box, yeah. Come over here, boy. Come over here, gang. What? Come box. What's to it, bro? You in the car, we out. Man, I'm always back. Step out, gang. Step out, gang. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is with us.
That's the nigga right there on video, bro.
Pop him. Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance. Call an ambulance.
Nigga,
At this point, officers have strong evidence that Sanusi fired his weapon. However, no clear angle shows the extent of Brandon's involvement. The question now becomes, was Brandon armed, and did he also fire a weapon? That question will soon be answered by a key piece of footage. But first, officers located Brandon at his peer's house that same night, where they apprehended him and brought the others in for questioning. To protect their identity, we've opted to use false names and blur the faces of the uninvolved peers. They start with interrogating the male peer, John. Investigators understand that Brandon met with John and others after the shooting. John begins by sharing he was hanging out with Brittany and Heather at the mall. He then speaks about his friendship with Brandon, one of the suspected shooters.
Like, we literally hang out almost every single day. Like we're best friends. We went to the mall today.
All 4 of you?
Yeah.
He didn't say anything about what happened today?
No, when you guys pulled up, I was surprised. Like, I didn't know what the hell was going on.
He's being accused of shooting at someone today. How is he acting?
I don't know. He seemed kind of nervous.
You know if he's got any beef with anybody?
I mean, we're grown. I know.
You know what his roommate's name was?
Sushi.
Did Brandon say anything about sushi today?
Investigators likely suspect John isn't telling the full story, as they're aware Sanusi was on FaceTime with Brandon while he was with John at the mall, his self-proclaimed best friend. At this point, investigators begin to question one of the two girls they were with.
You understand that there's nothing to be nervous about?
Yeah, I'm not.
All right.
I'm just kind of scared though.
Yeah.
Brittany begins her interrogation by sharing Heather, John, Brandon, and herself began their day at the mall before going to John's house, where officers arrested Brandon and took them in for questioning. She then details what Brandon was doing at John's house.
He was just on the phone with people. I don't know really who or nothing.
Did you hear any of the conversations?
No, they were in a separate room. He kind of did look a little worried, walking back and forth, like pacing. I mean, like, oh, what's going on? Like, why is he here? And it's like, I don't know what's going on. It did seem like something was wrong, but he kept telling us nothing's wrong. Somebody called him and like told him that his friend was in trouble, I think. He came out and he was like, oh my gosh, they have Sanusi. He's like, they told me that Sanusi's in a cop car. I was just like, why? He's like, I don't even know. He's like, I can't say anything about it. And I was like, so are you involved in it? And we're just like, we were kind of weirded out by the whole situation. I was acting completely normal, like he was fine. Then when the cops came, I was like, what the f is going on, like actually?
You know what we're investigating.
I
think you know a little more about phone calls.
We don't want you to get wrapped up into something that really has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I don't want to get wrapped up into nothing.
I can assure you that what we're investigating is a serious crime.
I think they both have guns, to be honest. I know that Sanusi, I think it was him, shot and killed.
What happened?
That shot and killed the dude.
How do you know that?
Brandon told us what happened, and he was saying that Sanusi was in like a drive-by shooting, and then I think he shot him. I don't think I got told. Sanusi called him and told him like everything. That's how Brandon found out about it.
Who told you this?
Brandon.
What did Brandon say?
The whole time we were in the mall, he was talking about it. He's like, Sanusi's so stupid. He's like, I don't know what we're gonna do.
So what did Brandon say his involvements were?
I know him and Sanusi are roommates, so I mean, he could be involved in it or not, but he wasn't talking about himself really that much.
And Brandon said that he was not in the vehicle?
Yeah, he said he wasn't with them.
Did Brandon or communicate with you on what to say to us?
They just kind of told us to act stupid. I know I wasn't involved in it at all because I've been with him most of the day, but I know like him and Brandon are best friends. He'd probably be the one to like know the most out of all of us.
So when Brandon was at your house,
Yeah.
what did he talk about?
His roommate was in some or something.
Yep.
I don't really know.
Do you know what happened today?
Off the Facebook post, yeah. A shooting or something like that.
Yep. You know he's part of that.
I don't have anything to hide from you guys.
You're trying to protect your friend. I get it. Honestly, I don't think you're a bad guy.
I don't
That's why I
have
came.
anything to do with the situation. I was hanging out with my friend today.
Well, there's a guy ended up dead, and Brandon was part of it.
I just don't see him like as somebody who could do that.
The following day, Brittany came back ready to tell officers the full truth.
I was super scared and we're like, we cannot be involved in this. So I know he was in the car with Sanusi when everything happened. And Brandon said he shot a gun twice.
Brandon shot his own gun twice.
Yeah. He was like, I'm probably going to go to prison for the rest of my life.
Did they mention like who actually hit someone?
Brandon kept saying he thinks Sanusi was the one that killed him because Brandon was like, I only shot the gun twice. And he's like, I don't think I hit nobody. But he's like, Sanusi just kept shooting, and didn't care. And then me and just ate our food a little bit. Then her and ended up leaving.
What was their purpose to leave? Just
they wanted to go to try and get into Brandon's house. Had the ammo that was like laying out on Sanusi's bed in his room. Brandon wanted them to, but I was like, I don't think that's a good idea, but we can try and go there and see if they'll let us go in.
Did just tag along or did?
Yeah, did not want to help. She did not want no part of that at all.
Do you know why she went?
She went because she always wants to be because they're like together or whatever.
Why don't you tell me what you actually know?
I didn't come here to talk about that though. So
what'd you come here to talk about?
People want to kill me. I just got a call. A girl I used to talk to. I don't know if you guys know the Jackson guy, but she's friends with him. She just called me and was like, people are looking for me. I just don't feel safe, so I don't have protection. You guys took my weapon, so.
Why would the people be looking for you?
Because there's rumors going around saying that I was in the car with them.
I know that you weren't involved. What I do know is that Brandon told you exactly what went down. Okay, I know that for a fact.
He just said some shit happened. You're gonna be mad at me. Like,
why would you be mad at him?
Because I tell him all the time, like, you need to better yourself. You guys have been buddies since like what, 5th grade or so? Yeah, 5th grade. And we know that you went back to the house at some point or tried to. What was he asking you to grab? Like he had to get clothes and stuff. And we know you didn't go back to the house to grab clothes.
Brandon told you more when you were at your place.
He said that Sanusi emptied the whole clip.
And how many times did Brandon shoot?
I don't know.
How many times?
I don't know exactly.
Tell you shot.
He said it might have been 2, might have been 3.
So he shot at least a couple times. And where did he tell you they ditched the guns?
He didn't tell me anything about the guns. He didn't even want to come out. I was like, I'm not going out there and telling them that you're not here. Like, I don't know what you're thinking. I'm not doing that.
Well, it seems like you're trying to do good and trying to help. You understand you're doing the right thing now, right? May not feel like it, but if Sanusi emptied his clip, we've got bullet holes in houses.
Yeah.
Your damn sister's house is
right there.
Like, your damn sister could be dead right now.
I called her right away once I found out about that. He did say Sanusi shot first.
So yes, Paris Allen, he's 19 years old. He did die.
19, bro?
19.
Damn, 19, bro.
You know? You didn't know Paris at all?
Nah, but just a light being took, does not sit with me.
Maybe you did tell us anything more about that day?
The hood of Black's car got smacked, and then he tried to run over my passenger. And I was told to follow him. They came up to the car. One of the dudes had his hand behind his back, and I was like, what the f*** do you might have his hand behind his back for? And I wanted to go back up again, and I was told, no, don't go nowhere. And then after that, just adrenaline started pumping. I sped off.
Was Brandon the one telling you to do these things? As far as follow him, stop here, all the things that you said I was told to? Was that Brandon?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Did you see
I don't
them?
believe nothing this nigga says.
Caleb had something black in his hand that he was like concealing, and then one of their friends had like one hand in front of them and one hand like this. Like they were like obviously trying to conceal something.
So then he punches you, and what do you do?
And I just pull off.
Just pull off. Who fired those shots?
Honestly, I have no idea. It could have came from in the car, it could have came from out of the car.
There's video of the incident. Lying isn't gonna look good.
Whatever I say wouldn't get me out of the situation either. So.
It's not gonna get you out of the situation, but it's gonna show you, it's gonna show that you have remorse and that you're sorry for what happened.
But remorse won't even lessen license either.
It can. The video shows you firing a gun out your window, man.
The intent was to scare them away from my car.
Did Brandon fire a gun?
No, general, I wouldn't know.
We did a search warrant at your house. He's got ammunition and a holster in his bedroom. Before you even saw Black, you guys were driving to Firestone. Where was the gun?
In the car. The door pocket.
Door pocket? Driver door pocket?
I wouldn't say that's where I was going to keep it.
That's just where it was on Wednesday. I guess the obvious question is, why didn't you bring it?
Because I had been harassed. I had been followed.
So what did you do with the gun after all this?
Who has it? Because I want to make sure that some little kid walking down the street doesn't find a gun in the bushes that might still have ammo in it.
I don't remember.
And then as you're driving, are you still shooting? What if I said you don't lose otherwise?
Are you shooting still?
Yeah.
I was still shooting?
Yeah. So we searched your car. We found some bullet casings in there. There's a rubber glove that contains shell casings. What is that from?
That is for me picking up casings and putting them in the glove.
Oh, tampering with evidence. Nice.
You know Caleb ended up getting shot?
No.
So you never met that Paris kid?
I don't think so.
Those guys ever pulled guns on you before?
I think so. Well, I know for a fact I shouldn't see that. I know 100%.
I think so.
I'll tell you that the video doesn't show that.
It doesn't?
You think it's reasonable you could have just driven away?
That was the plan initially, to just back up. And should just be at that day.
Don't beat yourself up on the what ifs, right?
It's kind of hard.
I know. I know.
Niggas don't care now.
It's not okay. It's kind of hard to not
Killed an innocent 19-year-old kid, bro.
Is that?
If what you're telling me is the truth, Brandon had a huge part of what happened. Pretty much everything he told you to do is what led to what happened. I do appreciate you being forthcoming and honest. It shows that you have remorse for what happened.
Yeah, bro. 19 years, bro. Can't even get to experience life, bro.
No. You took that, bro. You took that shit, bro. That's fucked up.
Thanks for being on the chat again. I appreciate it.
Later that evening, officers met with Caleb, who was discharged from the hospital. He added some more context to the incident that could change the shape of the soon-to-unfold court cases.
So that's what I got down. I'm not going to say any extra details besides what happened. Just to clarify what you see in the video and to bring justice to my brother. As I passed his window, he was reaching for a gun, so I punched him in the face to buy some time to get away. So I got a ride to the hospital in a pedal vehicle.
Who was in the car?
That's all I got.
Okay. You're lucky you didn't get your shot off, man.
Yup.
That's what I'm saying.
Holy shit.
If it was the other way, it would have been.
And they said that
Okay,
they made her different. Bled out my main artery on the way there.
You should probably start going to church.
I believed in God.
Did I hear someone say
but
you should start going to church?
Yes.
Oh, bro, that's God, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a miracle, man.
I didn't believe in God for the longest time because I was kind of forced into it. I just believed in the Matrix. But then after that, that's God showing me that He's here and He's helping me out because they said they had no clue how they didn't hit anything.
From this incident, several court cases unfolded. The first we will go over is Ogima Curry, or OG, who was arrested several months later. Though he was 17 years old at the time of the incident, he was 18 at the time of his arrest and was tried as an adult. He was accused of taking Jackson's car after dropping Caleb off at the hospital, returning home to retrieve a gun, and traveling to Sanusi and Brandon's residence to commit a drive-by shooting towards their home in retaliation. In his court transcript, OG admits he didn't know exactly where they lived and shot, quote, in a general direction of the house. He was held on a
This goofy ass nigga? I'm so glad I never turned out to be like a street nigga, bro. Cause what if I really lose my life to a 17-year-old goofy ass looking nigga like this, bro? Like, I would haunt niggas in jail forever.
OG admits he didn't know exactly where they lived and shot, quote, in a general direction of the house. He was held on a $100,000 bond and eventually pled guilty to 1 count of drive-by shooting towards an occupied building. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison with 242 days of jail credit. He will likely spend just under 3 years in jail and be released in April of 2027 at 21 years old. He also owes over $2,300 in court fines, fees, and restitution. The second and third individuals to face charges are Sanusi and Brandon, who both faced 1 count of aiding and abetting second-degree murder via drive-by shooting, 1 count of aiding and abetting second-degree assault with a dangerous weapon and causing substantial bodily harm, and 1 count of drive-by shooting towards a person. A $750,000 bond was set for both suspects. Outside of this incident, Sanusi's court case involving coercing and filming an underage girl to perform sexual acts led to 1 dismissed count of criminal sexual contact with a victim aged 14 to 15 and 1 convicted count of use of minors in pornographic work. Regarding this incident, both were found guilty on all charges in separate jury trials. Sanusi's court hearings opened with Paris's father, Brian, detailing Paris's life and just how much the boy meant to him. This video slideshow was played in court to honor the life of Paris. By the time victim impact statements were made at the end of trial, Brian's brother Gary told Sanusi he didn't just kill Paris that day and revealed Paris's father, Alan, had taken his own
fucking God, bro. This is just the worst possible outcome. Like, this is just so fucked up, bro.
Life as a result. In combination with his sex crime case, Sanusi was sentenced a total of 34 years and 5 months, plus 5 years of conditional release. Minnesota's
That nigga should have got the chair. Yo, he killed an innocent 19-year-old kid, made his dad kill himself, was like fucking coercing underage girls on Snap. Kid just, like, bro, just kill the nigga, bro.
Its rule on probation allows supervised release in just under 23 years, or around August 2047, when he will be 45 years old. He will be fully released from probation around February 2064, at 62 years old.
I would
He also
never release that nigga back into society. Like, if it was up to me, bro, that nigga's getting life or the chair.
was $7,740.
I'll let you pick.
Between court fines, fees, and restitution. Brandon was sentenced a total of 40 years in prison with 258 days of jail credit, meaning he could be on probation.
You got more than the other nigga? 34 and 40? He must be the nigga that he must have had a different type of gun and he hit both of them niggas. does.
In 26 years, or about August 2050, when he will be 52 years old. He will be fully released from probation around August 2063, when he will be 65 years old. His longer sentence likely has to do with a prior felony conviction, labeling him as a repeat felon. He also owes $240 between court fines, fees, and restitution. Both later attempted to appeal their cases, and both were subsequently denied, solidifying their sentences. Based on a search of Minnesota court websites, no other individuals involved faced criminal charges. Our team has followed this
that shit is
this case for multiple years, scouring hundreds of photos, videos, documents, and transcripts to piece this incident together. Please consider becoming a
Oh yeah, no, it's over with for that. But that was disturbing, bro. There was so much about that was fucked up. And like every 5 fucking minutes, it just got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, nigga. Oh my god. That was a bad one. Oh, I guess I'll see y'all tomorrow, bro. I gotta get to making these TikToks too and watch the play, and this video is fucking 45 minutes, Jesus. Alright, I'll see y'all tomorrow, man.